Hey all my dear students, welcome back again to H.S.P in World of Chemistry. I've gone through thorough analysis from 2011 to 2025 questions. Whether I talk about J mains or I talk about NEET paper, NTA started in 2019 only, but before that CBSE was conducting this examination. So by keeping all those things, really I'm going to tell you what is required to get 160 plus marks, right? So it's very short and precise, so take care. You have to make note of each and every point. Now see, my dear students, if I talk about inorganic chemistry, near about 14 questions are expected for a RE-NEET 2026. If I talk about organic chemistry, what to say about minimum, maximum? So equally you can divide 15, 15, 15, right? Because in organic, there should be some part of physical, or inorganic. In your inorganic, some part of physical should be there. So you can say roughly 15, 15, 15. So don't think like that 14 questions I have written for inorganic, so you have to give more weightage. So they are near about same. Now, my dear students, before I am going to start, make in your brain one thing very clear, that you have to go through all these examples, and once you are going to give this RE-NEET 2026, you have to tell me after the examination, yes sir, whatever you have told us, exactly it has come from there only. So see, first is from periodic table. If I talk about periodic table, up to 8 marks. Now no one can say that exactly 8 marks, because periodic table application can be in your chemical bonding. So chemical bonding plus periodic table, I have summarized, it's 8 plus 24 marks. Yeah, it's more than 30 marks. And which topics you have to give importance, just see. Identification of position of element, that the element belongs to which group or which period or which block, they will definitely ask one question. The second thing, ionization energy, electron affinity, diagonal relationship, and IUPAC, name of those elements whose atomic number is more than 100. Remember that, that's the toughest part, because you have to remember the elements in the sequence, because IUPAC is not tough, but how to remember those elements, I will help you. I will make a video on that. Right now, ionization energy, electron affinity, the thing they are going to ask, the exceptional cases, that for example 2A elements are having more than 3, and 5A are having more than 4A as well as 6A. You have to keep, yes, focus on that point. Now if I talk about chemical bonding, my dear students, the most important thing is hybridization. Once you are getting steric number, hybridization, you can get the electronic geometry and the shape. And then MOT and Fajan's rule. MOT means bond order, bond length, and that. And you see dipole moment, hybridization, dipole moment, shape, they are related with steric numbers. So you will get, yes, more than 30 marks from this periodic table and chemical bonding. Now next, you see, coordination chemistry is 8 to 16, huge variation. Why I have written 8 to 16? If I talk about coordination chemistry, the coordination chemistry and the D and F block, D block better to say, they are mixed, just like periodic table and chemical bonding was mixed. So coordination chemistry and D block is mixed. So combinedly, I would like to say 20 marks or more than 20 marks you will get from coordination chemistry plus D block. Now, in coordination chemistry, isomerism, and in isomerism, the most important thing is geometrical and optical isomerism. Whatever is given in your NCERT, you have to stay in connection with that NCERT, right? Now, second thing is valence bond theory, hybridization, and its hybridization. For that, you know, D block element science teacher, very crazy man like that. Now, spectrochemical series, once you know the spectrochemical series, you can find out the color, the hybridization in each and everything, and it is going to help you in CFT also. So these are the things, and don't forget to go with synergic bonding. That is very important part. I can say synergic bonding, you can say over here or in GOC, both at both the position If both the chapters it is present, back bonding is your synergic bonding, right? Now, DNF, oxide stability, KMNO for potassium dichromate. So combinedly I have told you. Now see, mole concept. In mole concept, only one thing you have to remember, the mole and mole application. I am not going to divide stoichiometry, empirical formula. Once you know, once you understand mole, the concentration, each and everything you can understand. This holds a hell lot of weightage because concentration is in every chapter. If I talk about, once you know the concentration, its application in ionic equilibrium, chemical equilibrium, solution, electrochemistry, each and everything is going to be done and dusted, killing many birds with a single stone. So mole concept and concentration, this holds a hell lot of weightage. Now it's 4 to 8 marks. Why I have written just 4 to 8 marks? Because directly you are going to see that, so molarity was asked, or molarity concentrations applications, so it's very important. Now let's come to the atomic structure. This is important for your chemistry as well as your physics as well. Modern physics, Bohr's theory, spectral lines, splitting, and the graphs of psi, especially for 1s, 2s, 2p and 3p, right? Psi and psi square, that's it. Don't go for RPTF, radial probability function, like that. Now my dear students, come to the thermodynamics. The thermodynamics is important for your chemistry as well as for your physics. You do either in chemistry or physics, it's equally good. Now thermodynamics holds a whole lot of weightage because its application is everywhere. In organic chemistry, you can apply thermodynamics and redox. You need not to go for cramming. Here, intensive and extensive properties and work done during isothermal, reversible, irreversible, adiabatic, reversible, irreversible. More questions are likely to come from isothermal. It's easy as compared to adiabatic. And these delta G, delta H, delta S, go with them. So you can find its application in thermochemistry as well. Now redox. In redox, it's simply, redox is very simple. Just focus on oxidation number. You will definitely grasp it. Now, chemical and ionic equilibrium. Only two things are required. First thing, if I talk about chemical equilibrium, see the Kp and Kc. Many questions will come from KPKC and Lee-Chatelier principle. This Lee-Chatelier principle is having importance in every chapter, even in biology also. Then ionic equilibrium, only two things, pH and H.S.P. But yes, once again I would like to say strong knowledge of concentration is required, right? So you will get 12 marks approximately. All these are marks are approximately one question. They are, the intermediate questions, that ionic equilibrium must be involved in electrochemistry, pH and all, right? Now, solution chapter, one question to at least you will get from solution chapter, and that is from either Henry's law or your Raoult's law or colligative property, ideal and non-ideal. The most important thing is that you have to find out the examples of non-ideal solution. Positive deviation, negative deviation, they are killing one, right? So remember that. Now electrochemistry is very simple. Once you know the concentration in electrochemistry, Nernst equation, electrolysis and Colros law and Faraday's law. Simple, it's simple. But remember that the molar conductance, the ionic, electrovalent, ionic and Colros law. And what I would like to say, that molar conductivity, they are dependent on concentration. The dilution, they are going to increase or decrease. That is very important part, right? Conductance, molar conductivity, equivalent conductivity and conductivity. Remember that conductivity, focus on conductivity, right? Now 8 to 12 marks. Now chemical kinetics, only one thing you have to focus, that order of reaction, rate constant, that is of zero order and first order. Don't go for second and third order. It's very simple. Arrhenius equation is one part and second part is order of reaction. Little bit about the graph also. If your basic maths is clear, no need to focus on graphs. Now 4 to 8 marks from there round. Organic chemistry, my dear students, maximum students are losing their marks in organic chemistry only. Now see how the division has been done. GOC, the backbone of organic chemistry is GOC. So 20 marks. Why have given 20 marks? Because GOC is of class 11th, but it will find its application in all the chapters. Remember that, okay? Now, name reactions. These are important name reactions. And here, 16 marks I have given. 4 questions definitely based on name reaction. And this Williamson synthesis is very, very important from haloalkanes, haloarenes, aldol condensation and Cannizzaro reaction. From aldehyde and ketone, no paper can come without aldol and Cannizzaro. Claisen condensation is missing in NCERT but given in Tamil Nadu board. So after this video, yeah, one video is already been prepared. I will show you what's the missing part in NCERT. That I made one video and I will put it up so that you can understand the missing part of NCERT. Now, iodoform test, you have to understand in detail. Now, Colway reaction and Reamer-Tiemann reaction. 2-3 examples are given. Just find it out, that formation of salicylic and salicylic acid. Now, Hoffman bromamide degradation is very, very important because it's intermediate, 4 intermediates, definitely they will ask in the examination. They can even start that Hoffman bromamide degradation reaction. Generally, people are thinking it will get started with 1 degree amide. They can start with bromamide. They can start with isocyanate, Gabriel thalamide, side chain oxidation. Now, distinguishing test, 12 marks. 12 marks means uh, at least 3 questions will come from here. And my dear students, in this tolerance test, phalanx test, Lucas Victor-Meyer test is missing in NCERT but given in Tamil Nadu board. So I will explain it in the coming video, right? Carvalhamine test and Hinsberg test. Now, all chapters, NCERT chapters, I have kept it for 12 marks because the main thing, hardcore thing, already have told you of organic chemistry. So 3 to 4 questions from rest of the chemistry, organic chemistry. Remember that. Don't forget about purification, Geldal and Dumas method. I will make one video on that also. So each and everything Baba will explain. Stay tuned, and if you're new to this channel, subscribe it. Okay, all the best, kids.